Hello, I'm back. I just watched the Avenger 4 with Thanos, you know? In a weird, strange way, I can relate to Thanos, when I was watching at the end, you know? Keeping the balance, So he wiped out half of humanity on this planet. He wiped half, you know? For me, I will wipe 6.5 billion people off the planet. That's the way I would do it, in order to keep the planet balanced. And what's weird about it is like the bad guys, all usually understand. The bad guys really understand the balance of life. One thing, it's like reverse thinking in this reality, because I rather trust a bad guy than trust a good guy, because the Avengers, they were defending the greedy reality that they live in. They were defending the greedy reality that they live in. So I can, in a way, I support Thanos more than I support the Avengers, Because the Avengers they're capitalistic, they're materialistic, and they're individualistic in what they are. Because yeah, Thanos wants to keep the universe balanced. So wipe half the universe, wipe half of life of the universe to keep the balance, because that's the only way it would work, you know. And some people think that I'm fucking nuts to think like that, you know. Because in reality, I would wipe I will wipe 6.5 billion people off this fucking planet just to keep the balance, just to keep guys from getting pain. Because that's the reality of it. As the creation, the the source, the man, what you call it, the dead source male. I thought about, I thought about looking at his face. I remember seeing his face, but his face is all dark, and he's covering up his face. And I told the guy when he was whipping me personally that he was weak. That he was weak. That's what I said to him. I don't know why, because it feels I feel confident saying that. You know, to me, this is just flesh. In the other side, it's just flesh. That's why I call him weak, because flesh to me doesn't have a meaning to me at all. Flesh to me doesn't have a meaning. Yeah, I feel pain. Yeah, the body is designed to feel pain. But it's like you take the tolerance of pain and you go numb, you know? The thoughts of the belief that you feel pain. But it's funny that I only see when I saw the dead source male that his face was all dark. So somehow there's something missing about him, you know, that covers his face to make it dark. I know with Tommy, when I first met her, I saw a red hair woman, and her face was dark, you know? She could never let me. She could never let me see her face. I could see Tommy, but I cannot see her face at all. Why is that? Why can't I see their faces? You know. It's like I have to ask this question. You know, I have to ask this fucking question. You know, my focal points, are they alive now in this reality? You know, are you guys alive in this reality? Because you are part of me. You know, the ones who are part of my focal points, who believe that they are a dragon. You know, are you alive? You know, if you are alive, then you better fucking say something. Because I'm the main focal point. I'm the main person. I'm the main. I know I am the main. Because I'm the one who's been abused the most, the deepest, the hardest. And somehow my focal points got brainwashed and they kind of forgot about me. I noticed that all my focal points are like that. They're all drifting. They're all drifting, and they don't know exactly what's going on, and they're all confused. You know? So I'm asking this question. The focal points of me. Are you alive? You know? Are you still alive? Because you were alive when I was a planet. You were alive in many of my lives. I'm assuming right now I have 100 focal points on this planet right now that are me. Mixtures of animals. Feels like they're mixtures of animals. Some humans. You know? But I see the dead source. I know what I have an understanding of what he looks like. Male. The dead source male. I understand what he looks like. And the other side, you can make yourself anything you want to make yourself. You know, you can create anything that you want to create. Somehow he created this reality where I'm a dragon and he's whipping on my back. He's whipping me so hard. You know? And I'm wondering, the one in the dark face is, I still feel like he looks so familiar. You know? Dead Source looks so familiar. It's like, I feel like I think he's still watching me in his own way, but I don't know who, I can't confirm who it is. Not right now. I cannot confirm who it is. But I could tell you that it's arrogant. I could describe you what Dead Source Male is. Arrogant, selfish, and has a big, huge ego. And only cares about itself, you know? And it's greedy. And it doesn't really fucking care. You know? So part of I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing this one. I'm figuring that part of Dead Source Mill is in somebody, you know, that's connected to me. Somebody's connected. I disconnected that person, whoever that person is. I found that I'm connected to some of these parts of Dead Source Male, you know. So I decide I'm disconnecting to all of them, to all its focal points, disconnecting it all. So I'm just letting you know that your power is going down, you know, and I'm bringing it all back to me. I'm letting you know right now that your power is going down, and I'm bringing it all back to me. You know, you have to come out sooner or later. And then I think about it, is why am I the most abuse of them all? Why didn't I get cranked up? That's the question I have to ask, is why didn't I get cranked up? It seems like I don't need to be. I think, I don't know. Why didn't I get cranked up? Well, what would happen if I did get cranked up? You know? You know? When Jay goes, what will happen when I do get cranked up? Because right now I'm piecing myself together. You know? I'm piecing myself together, and I'm learning quick. You know, I am learning I'm learning fast, actually. And I'm pretty much confident right now, where I don't even have to use much of anything. I don't have to use much. I don't have to use a lot of my abilities. It comes, you know. It's like, okay, if I can't use much of my abilities, I can use my abilities, but it's like I don't feel, I don't need to use much at all. So I have to ask a question about that too, you know. Are you afraid to crank me up? I'm just curious. It's like, why, Jay, why do you have to leave to crank me up? Why can't you just crank me up now? Or either that, can I crank my own self up? That's the question I have to ask. It's like, can I crank my own self up? Well, why do I need to wait for you to be cranked up? That's another question I have to ask. You know, why do I need to wait for you? And you crank up. You got Berjou already cranked up, and you got Ruth already cranked up, and their Source family. Why is it do you have to wait to leave before you can crank me up? Because this is my weakest state, being this human flesh. This is my weakest state, being this human flesh. So, and I notice I'm getting a little younger somehow. So somehow, you want to keep me in the body? Do you want to keep me in the body? That's the question I have to ask, is why do you want to keep me in the body? You know? Yeah. You know what I said to Dead Source Male when he fucking when he did torture me? I call him weak. He is weak. You know, he's not really that strong, actually. Dead Source Male was not really that strong, you know, compared to how he tortured me, you know. It's like I could tolerate anything, you know, I could tolerate any kind of abuse that you guys give me. I could tolerate any abuse that Dead Source gave me. Me and Lilana, you know. So yeah, I'm being tortured as a human being. This body is weak, you know, and half my brain is gone. You know, half my brain. So there's a reason why. You know, there's always a reason why I am designed the way I am, you know? So I have to ask this question, you know? Why does Dead Source Male's face all black, you know? Why doesn't it want to show me its face? And right now, it doesn't want to show me its face. So I have to ask, is Dead Source Male really gone? You know, is Dead Source Male really gone? You have to. It's like something is off sometimes. I always feel like there's something off, and I have to question it. You know. So yeah, just questioning, because I'm piecing this puzzle together. I'm putting the puzzle together, and I will figure it out, and I will see the real truth in this reality. I will see the real truth on both sides. You know. Thank you. Have a nice day.